Yeah, so we are starting a new book, a new ancient book, and the next book is popularly known as History of Rome, even though that's not the actual title of the book. And people call it that, I guess, because it's about the history of ancient Rome. The accurate title for the book is Ab Urbe Condita. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that the way it should be, and that translates to from the founding of the city. So this is a book that was written by one Titus Livius, or popularly known as Livy, and it's a very detailed book about the history of Rome for a period about 700 to 800 years, and it starts around maybe 800 BC or BCE to around 0 BC or 0 AD. In fact, about maybe 14 AD, because Livy died about 17 AD according to the records that are available. So this is an ancient book. It's a book that has been around for for about over 2000 years. Now, another thing about this book is that it's not really a book, it's a collection of books. In fact, in total, we are told that Livy wrote close to 142 books that are part of this, you can call it a series or whatever you might call it, but it's a collection of very many books. He wrote a total of 142 books in a period of about 40 years, a very long time. In fact, we are told that he spent the entire of his, can say, adult life writing history. Unfortunately, out of the 142 books that he wrote in the series we call the History of Rome, only about 35 survive. The rest have been lost because 2000 years is a very long time, of course, and a lot of things happen, and some of these books cannot be traced, cannot be found. There are people who've tried to reconstruct the content of some of those lost texts, and they are doing that by getting information from other writers who quoted those books or mentioned contents in those books. So there have been those attempts to try to find out what the other books, the lost books, had. Nevertheless, the around 35 books that still exist are like a gold mine of knowledge and information, especially regarding the history of Rome, the ancient Rome, of course. So in this series of videos that I'm going to create, we'll be reading from the founding of the city by Titus Livius or Livy, popularly known as the History of Rome. Yeah, so the period that this book covers, as I've mentioned, is from maybe around 800 BC, and it starts with the founding of Rome as a city, and ends at the time of Augustus, Emperor Augustus. I think, yeah, popularly is considered to have been an emperor, even though Rome for a long time didn't really have emperors, but Augustus is considered to be kind of like an emperor. So it ends with, so it covers a lot of things, including the rise of Julius Caesar, Nero, and all those things, and also, of course, a very interesting a narrative of how the city was founded. And of course, with that, we are talking about Romulus and his brother. It's a very interesting story, and I'm going to have a video about that. Yeah, so we're starting a new book from the founding of the city or history of Rome by Livy or Livius, Titus Livius. It's a very interesting book, and if history is something that interests you, then this is one of those books you should find time to read. It's a very huge book, though. Even with much of the other text lost, whatever remains of Livy's work is a huge chunk of information, and I'm suspecting we are going to have so many videos out of that text. So I welcome you, and also I'm asking if you are watching, please go ahead and subscribe, and you can like the video if you really like the content I create. Yeah, that will really help. Also share your comments. I think that will help me know what I'm doing right, or what I should do, or how I should progress with this kind of content. So I thank you for being with me and joining me in exploring this new, not new, of course, it's over 2000 years old text. Yeah, you're welcome.